We've got no time to explain what's going on because we've got a nasty rush incoming. So, in the red, we've got Stuart98 as Amphbots, who goes for just a little bit of duck and all that, right? Nothing special. Versus in the blue, it is HJ Kia in the blue with Rovers, who's also not going for anything special, right? Well, seems like a little bit of a fencer rush to me. So, on this map, is that going to be good? Well, if you can secure these choke points, get the enemy trapped in their base, it can actually be very, very strong, because you can take the entire rest of the map and they can't really escape. Not even with a bot class. It's very difficult to get out of here if you don't have these ramps secured. Already harassing with dots a little bit. And just holding on. There comes the first little fencer. And Duck will not be spotting it, it seems, at least not on this side. Duck gets cleaned up. Stuart really not taking the best engagements right now. Didn't even take down either of these two dots. And has now got to deal with the first fencer. Surprising to see though that the commander is not going forwards with it. Normally when you have a fencer rush, you tend to take your commander forwards and like fortify the forward position. So I'm interested to see in how well this is going to work. Triple dot with Conch also moving out, so even if they are able to keep Stuart in their base, it might just not work because, well, look at these units. Those will be able to build up eco over here. 2.0 maxes each, so nothing really like not bad or anything. Not special either. But those will be able to get another 8 eco, which should probably be enough to keep them in the game. So if they don't notice blue, it could definitely be an issue, and they currently don't know about it. Over here, Fencer, already almost in the base, is going to start blasting them. Thing is though, Commander is just running around, Engineer by Dark, alright, would be able to create bulkheads, which is honestly not that bad against Fencer. It's able to outrange it. And both of them need to stop the fire, so it's not as if they can really dodge bulkhead shots. So might be an interesting way to deal with a fencer rush. Not sure how well it actually works though. And over here, Dot and Archer moving in, but yeah, just not the worst. But still, gets cleaned up alright. Eco starting to go down, soon the factory might go down, bulkhead being created. But still, Commander not under any threat. Probably would be good to just get at least one fencer to just start blasting it. But also, like, yeah, you're not choking the enemy out because they're just creating eco here, eco there. They are able to hold on. Their factory might go down and that's going to suck for them, but they're still ahead in eco. Commander now slowly going back. 3800 HP, so also is able to soak quite a couple of shots. And there isn't a whole lot of DPS here for blue. Mason going to move out, but yeah, there is already a big old base over there for red, so I don't think this rush is really going to work out as well as they hoped. Double Ripper coming in, alright, that should be able to clean up these ducks without any issues. 2 ducks down, 3 ducks down, no damage dealt by them. However, where's your rush? Yeah. Where's your eco, where's your rush? The only thing you have is a little bit of an attrition advantage. But if you just look at total value, very even, army value, you're still ahead because, well, red doesn't have anything. They've got 2 ducks and that's it. But yeah, economic value also quite even. Defense value, they are ahead, alright, sure. But you're not actually that much ahead. Now your commander is going forwards a little bit. but still, just to create eco, you really should have had this max like 3 minutes ago. As soon as you started your rush, you should have captured that like 4 eco max. Because Stuart is just ahead in eco. Floating, accessing, sure. But your push has been stopped. They've got good eco on the sides, they're expanding with their conch. And there's not really a whole lot you can do. You don't have this eco. So yeah, you've got a couple of like Ripper Ravagers. Sure, that's going to clean up these ducks without any issues. But this is vulnerable to like 3 ducks. This is just vulnerable in general. And even in your home base you've only got like 2 loaders, that's about it. That means that like 4 of these ducks can still do a lot of damage. And Ripper is a rover, sure, but not that fast. So duck is actually, well, not exactly under the biggest threat by them. Loaders cleaned up, alright. Mason going to be cleaned up as well. Should be able to take down the eco after, and Fencer should not be the counter to duck. Since it's like a support, skirmisher kind of thing. Which is normally countered by raiders. Balls. Not like 1v1 in this case, because it's just so long range and all that, but, well. Still. Ducks managed to clean up a little bit of eco, and up north. The biggest fight of the match, probably. And I don't think it's going to be a, well, very long match at this stage. Because once this push has been cleaned up, you've got like 4 fences, but that's it. Bulkhead, sure, it's being hit. Will also go down. But you don't really have anything to deal with buoy. Second bulkhead is out, like third bulkhead out, multiple bulkheads still available. And over here, yep, 5 fences. Great. Okay, now what? Middle area though, that's fortified, that's good. Eco, you're not that far behind anymore, if you're blue. And you're pushing the enemy commander back. Over here Stuart, once again, wasting units. Throwing ducks into the Ripper Shredder. While these fences are still just roaming around and doing a lot of damage themselves. Sure, this can all be cleaned up by fences. They outrange the loader turrets and there is nothing else there. Stay out with your scorches though, because that doesn't make a lot of sense. 2 little ducks, or like 3. Yeah, that's not enough to really do any damage. And especially with these scorches close by. They should all be cleaned up, although having the high ground is very, very effective. So they will be able to harass a little bit, but like, yeah, the loader turret is just going to cover enough that you can't really do a whole lot. So, commander now for blue going down in the middle. Buoys and ducks and bulkheads, because yeah, they've got a lot of bulkheads, are slowly pushing. And yeah, sure, scorchers, those should be able to clean up everything you've got. Still though, they don't have that many scorchers. And as soon as one buoy hits, which is quite likely once they get close to the buoys, scorchers will get cleaned up. The fight between ducks and scorchers is also a little bit interesting. Because you've got like a, well, burst damage versus a like ultra short range, or like wants to be short range DPS raider. So even though you might get close to a scorcher, if you can just burst it down, it's not going to do a lot of damage. Over there, bulkhead cleaning up another loader turret, and already red with the 4 metal max. What's more, 1.8k reclaim. So yeah, the full fencer push still going on. You've got a couple of scorchers. But with ducks that are staying at max range, pretty much acting as a skirmisher. Those have all been cleaned up, now there's just one ravage left. That's also slowly going down. Hit by the buoy, slowed down and dies. Right. Over here, another couple of fences. That should work, however, where are the ducks? 15 ducks on the field. Like 14 technically, because this one isn't yet. This bush cleaned up. Couple of fences still running, moving. While in range of the ducks, so got a couple of hits on them. And 7 bulkheads as well. Stationary target, so they're going to hit them. And there come the ducks. That means they are all getting cleaned up and Stuart wins this game. So even though they were almost contained by the rush, that extra eco down south just allowed them to keep an eco lead. Choking out the enemy did not work for blue.